Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. We spoke once before, if I remember rightly,
Yes,
uh,
we have.
a long time ago, I think.
When was
10th,
that? 2 months ago?
yeah, felt like longer. Um, 10th of February, apparently.
Oh, yes. How are you
Yeah, good.
today?
Yeah, not so bad. I broke my foot the other day, so it's a bit annoying. I'm
Oh,
on crutches.
what did you break?
My foot.
No.
Mm. So it's a little annoying. Do
Oh,
you know this word? Incapacitated.
I'm so sorry to hear that,
A
Jay.
fancy way to say unable. I'm unable
Oh,
to do stuff. I'm incapacitated.
oh.
Hmm. How have you been?
Did you fall?
No, no. Something very mundane. I walked into the sofa foot, like the leg of the sofa, and
Yeah.
my toe went like that, and it snapped in half.
Oh, no. Have
Mm.
Have you seen a doctor?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Hmm.
Yes.
What did they say? Is it
I
broken?
had to wear a cast. It was a very bad break. They had to pull it out and twist it and snap it back into place. Because I tried myself, but if you imagine this is my toe, when it was like hanging off like this, and I pulled it and put it like this, and it just kept going. So
Oh,
they had to, yeah, do stuff.
oh,
Called a manipulation. So
wow.
there we are.
So sorry to hear that, Jay.
Ah, it's not too bad. I broke my other foot last month, but I didn't have to go to hospital for that one. But this one,
Um,
but yes. Anyway, how are you? Well, it's night time with you, I
it's in
guess.
the morning. I am up early today.
As in really early morning, like 6 a.m. or something.
5
Where do you live?
in the Netherlands.
There's only 5 hours difference.
No, no, now it's 5 hours. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah, but that's
what
what I mean. It's
is it
10
10
a.m.
a.m. in where you are?
Hmm. It's weird, isn't it? Because the Netherlands, it feels like a world away. And five
Yeah,
hours is not actually that much, you know.
no, like the UK is one. I mean,
6.
I'm 1 hour ahead from the
Hmm.
UK.
Yeah, yeah. So why the early start?
Well, I thought, yeah, I just woke up and then I thought, what should I do? Cambly.
Yeah, strike
So I
whilst the
don't have
others.
to do it later today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get it out of the way. Is there anything in particular you would like to do?
Oh, probably we could still chat about one particular topic that I might get during
Okay.
my CPE exam. Remember last time we practiced?
Yeah, yeah. But you're already at a C2, right? Or you're
For
aiming for a C.
speaking, the score is always enough, but then I could always get better.
Hmm.
I still need, even if you go that level, you still need, to practice.
Yeah, in order to
Otherwise,
make.
like,
Because I can't recall exactly, but originally you're from.
if you just see someone like me, where do you think this
I
person
would
comes
almost say either the Philippines
from?
or
Many
Indonesia.
people thought, even the Philippines themselves, they would say they would talk in their language to me. Like I said, oh no, Tagalog.
Indonesia,
Philippine?
Indonesia.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's because there's a common feature to those two places. People have nice big smiles.
Oh, do
I-
they?
Yeah, like it's a general thing. I think like most of my friends who are from Indonesia have big, nice smiles, um, and my friend from the Philippines her teeth look so good, they look fake, but they're not. Like, it's a strange thing. But
No,
yes.
my teeth, they are not fake.
So last time I gave you 5 questions.
Mm.
Yeah, looking at here. Let me have a look. I've got an idea. So I don't normally do a lot of this test. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm trying. When is your test? Is it soon?
Yes, on the 16th of May.
Ah. 16th of May. So next month, give or take? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. We're going to look at the topic of adaptability.
Mm-hmm.
Having lived in various countries, how do you feel international travel has shaped your perspective on your own culture?
Well, I must say yes. Probably my horizons have been broadened to a certain extent because I would understand better why certain people behave like they do. Had I not traveled, probably I wouldn't understand it. I wouldn't have understand it. So I reckon this, statement, travel broadens people's horizons. I think I can relate to that.
Okay.
Is it with or that? Relate with or relate?
I relate with that or to that. I can relate to that. Or you can
Mm.
I can relate as a sort of a
Yeah.
lazier, more native sounding one. So I want to say, can you say with me broadened?
Broaden.
Yeah, broadened.
Or like ED?
Yeah, with the ED.
Okay, has broadened.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, good.
Okay,
Just the
broaden.
way you said it, it was a little unclear, so I wanted to work on that one.
Okay.
Frame of reference is something you could have included.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling has given me a different frame of reference for how different people live. And yeah, it broadens people's minds. I think the way you answered it was a bit strange because you were just like, yes. Right? So if I was you, I'd probably try and include or incorporate the question just to make it easier. But yeah, I have actually lived in a number of countries. For example, and it has shaped my perspective. But I think what you didn't do is you didn't say how it shaped your perspective on your own culture. You could have given examples like, in the Netherlands, people communicate like this. However, in Indonesia, this is a more common way. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Some examples would have given it more depth.
Yes.
Because you kind of just said like, travel broadens the mind, which is true, but that doesn't have any relevance to your own cultural awareness.
Yeah, I only said I have a better understanding.
Yeah.
On why people do like what they do, but probably I should have explained or I could have given an example, as you have said. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like you were like, like Dutch people are quite blunt. I don't know I can't speak for Indonesian people, but maybe they are different in their communication style.
Well, in general, probably a bit of the opposite of Dutch people. In general, we might be a bit more reserved to say, you don't like really like say, oh no, I cannot do that.
Hmm.
You know. But then that's people, they are quite straightforward. I think it's also good at some point, then you know what to expect.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that makes sense. All right, we're going to move on to another question. Where this is part of the interview process, and this one is titled aspiration. Where do you see your career heading in the next 5 years, especially considering your interest in English?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Now that I am doing the teacher training, you know, ideally, well, probably teaching English or doing things related to English language. But who can tell? I don't know. I'll see where life brings me. But of course, seeing opportunities. I'm enjoying what I'm doing now at the preschool. Even that I am learning another language, but teaching Dutch at the preschool, I believe it contributes to my current job as well. So I'm not sure where I'm going to be in the next 5 years, but I imagine the course that I'm doing now would contribute to any whatever I'm going to do coming future, in the near future.
Yeah. You could be like, based on what I know now, da 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 da. It's a nice way, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and who knows what the future holds.
For
It
the
was a good
future.
answer. You had almost 0 grammar mistakes that were obvious. Pronunciation was clear. Answered it well. And you explained everything that you're sort of rationalizing. Do you think, given that you're on your third language, right? Dutch,
Yes.
Bahasa,
Bahasa Indonesia, yes.
and English, right?
Yes.
I would argue you're in a better position to teach English than someone like me. Because although I know what sounds more normal and I've got more practice, I would argue that your theoretical understanding is better than mine.
But yeah, I see your point, but also I shouldn't forget it's not about teaching rules, like immersion, like how teaching vocabulary, which phrases we need to say. And in order like people or learners would be able to use that language. I'm aware of it now more than compared to 20 years ago. So I see your point, but yeah, I think
I mean, especially in the Netherlands, right? The level of overall English fluency is pretty high.
it is. Yes. I mean, the students that I'm teaching now, doing my teaching practice, they just need to pass A2, but I imagine for their speaking, they've already got A2. At least most of them. Yeah.
So what age range is that? Are they getting A2? Like, how old are they?
They are in between. Their age range is in between. Probably some of them are 17 to probably 20 because they've done other education as well. This is a vocational study. Like,
when you say vocational, is it also kids that maybe struggled at school?
no, not really. No. But I don't know if I say it's right, vocational. Let's say after these studies, they could work. They're also doing internship.
Yeah, okay. So they're doing this instead of doing university and like A levels?
Yes. So after
Yeah.
this, they could go to uni. Or at
Okay,
least in the Netherlands, they call it hogeschool. After, if they have done their what's 1 year, if you study at this what is your first year? I can't remember it now.
Oh, in
They
America, I think they call it sophomore.
is it sophomore? I have to find out. So it's on the tip of my tongue. After 1 year at probably hogeschool, like colleagues, they could go to uni, because in the Netherlands, a university, there are like a real university, and then the other one they have hogeschool.
Okay.
So if they finish this education, they cannot go directly to university, but they could go to hogeschool, like higher school. I don't know how you
Yeah,
translate it
okay.
into English.
I think
Higher
we would have called it like a polytechnic, like
polytechnic, the one that they are doing now. I mean, the hogeschool.
yeah, I think so. Like it's still higher education, but it's not at the level of university.
In Indonesia, for example, if you're doing polytechnic, it takes 3 years. You won't get a bachelor degree. But if you go to hogeschool in the Netherlands, it's more practical,
Okay.
Like I went to university, like I didn't finish it, in Leiden, but then um, it's also a bachelor degree. If I finish, I actually did pre-master there. But then I'm actually doing it in a hogeschool, at a hogeschool, but also it's a bachelor degree. But the difference is, if I were to finish the uni in Leiden, it won't be a practical, maybe no internship at all.
Okay.
But then, while the hogeschool, it's more practical, like nurses and teachers. You immediately do your internship right from the first year, usually, especially if you're doing part time.
Yeah, okay. So it's like a work while you earn sort of situation almost.
Yeah, more like hands on skill.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's better for people that I'd say better for people that really know what they want. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get.
yeah, that's it. If I were to study, I don't know, English literature, most we would learn theory.
Yeah.
While doing what I'm doing now, like I have to teach right from the first year. So, being in the field of the work, well, uni, probably I could go, into many fields. So my
Yeah.
knowledge would be general.
Whereas you've got like applied and
Yeah, actually they
you.
call it applied of science.
Yeah. Yeah. Applied science.
They call it, yeah, Rotterdam Applied of Science there. That's
Yeah.
where I study.
Yeah, so they do this, I think, to different extents, but like some courses are shorter, some are longer. Where like you can become a beautician or a hairdresser, and they are much more practical. And then you have ones which are slightly more academic, and you're like, oh, you can do this and you can do this.
Yeah. So this one would be the students that I'm teaching,
Yeah.
Some of them, they could be a beautician. In my first year, I taught in a school where they would become builders. Initially, I thought, oh, I didn't know the jargon, but they say, oh, you could start with teaching them the, general English.
Yeah.
So I needed to teach them terms of, I don't know, things related to construction. Yes.
Yeah.
And in my second year, I did my internship in tourism,
Okay.
traveling, and also beverage, food and beverage.
Oh,
And in my third, and now they asked me to stay, like they are doing finance,
okay.
business, in logistics, and they
So
are
you've
doing
covered
finance.
quite a lot of ground.
Yeah, but then, because I could also have done 1 year in secondary school, but
Okay.
for some reason I thought, okay, I think I like it here, because the students, they are quite mature as well. You can talk to them as an adult.
Do you know this expression?
Yes. Yeah.
I think that has a lot of value these days. Like people are so itchy and sort of antsy about getting a new job or getting a promotion. And they're like, oh, I want to move. And they like to bounce around. But you don't know that what you're leaving,
Yeah.
it's going to lead to something better, You're like, oh, your new job, your boss is horrible. The working life sort of balance is non-existent,
Yeah.
That's actually the last question on this little bit. That ties in nicely. To what extent do you think an understanding of human behavior is essential for success in the modern workplace?
Well,
this is honestly a disgusting question.
but then, yes, this is key.
Yeah.
If you know how human, behave, people behave, you got the key. Because then you would be able to connect with them. If you have real connection, genuine connection, I think communication will go smoothly and you would be able to cooperate or collaborate better. And if this happens, I would I reckon people would do their job, will do their job, properly. They might have the sense of belonging instead of just, oh well, 9 to 5. Oh, it's 1 to 5 now. Bye.
Yeah, rather than
So
being
it's
just a number.
absolutely, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Also, appreciation would be appreciated.
Yeah. That sense of value, knowing that you are contributing to a workplace that likes having you there. Do you feel valued and appreciated at your work?
That's a really good question. I think you cannot have everything, So knowing what's going on can also help you cope instead of like, why this, why that. Maybe also having reflection on people's self can help them also to improve what they could instead of just, oh, why didn't they do this and this and this to me? And yeah.
I think you are. There was a good self-correction that you did in there. Will you get points in your exam for self-correction?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So same as IELTS.
I remember in my previous exam, I said, what do you think? And then I said, I didn't really listen and said, oh, I think we are in the same boat. And I thought, that's wrong. And I said, oh, I think we are on the same page. To someone that took note, like he smiled at me and then changed his notes. So I wanted to say, I agree with you. And then I was like, daydream. And I think we are in the same boat, but that's totally different.
Yeah.
To we are on the same page. Yeah, you could. Yeah, if you
They
correct
are horribly similar, though. Like it's easy to get the two confused.
Yeah, but of course you shouldn't do that all the time.
Yeah. You can. At one point, it just looks like laziness almost. You're like, oh look, this person really knows the correct answer, but they keep using the incorrect one.
Oh yeah.
One thing I've noticed, you like to say cannot a lot. I would argue that it's much more common for like native sounding English to use can't.
Okay, can't.
You often use cannot.
Okay, yeah, I'll just remember that.
Yeah. Yes, that was
Jay,
everything that I noticed.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No worries.
I hope you will get better soon. I'll pray during my quiet time.
Oh, thank you very much. You did very well, especially given that it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you, Jay. Enjoy the rest of
Bye.
your weekend despite the
Thanks.
pain.
You too. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye now.